It's cold, very, very cold in Sheffield this morning. It must feel like a million miles away from the O2 for Kel. Brook is alongside me now. Kel, you've had the surgery on the eye socket. Let's start there. How did it go? And at any point, did you fear that you might not fight again after the Golovkin fight?
You know, my surgeon, Dr. Muhammad Ali, he said that, it were a success. I said that, in a bit of rest, some rest, and laid up, and when I start training again, I'll be fighting fit. I've got titanium in my eye now, so hopefully they'll hurt their hands when they hit me in the eye the next time. But I'm back in the gym, and I'm hearing things about some big fights what are coming.
Well, let's talk about those possibilities. Manny Pacquiao won over the weekend in Vegas. A unification fight, is that on the cards possibly?
I'd love that. I heard that I inspired him in the Golovkin fight, so it makes sense for us to unify the division at welterweight. Actually, I got on the scales and the weight's not too terrible, and obviously a lot of discipline. We can make welterweight again, and I'd love to unify, the welterweight division and do it against Manny Pacquiao.
Floyd Mayweather was in the crowd as well on Saturday. Could you see him coming out of retirement?
Yeah, I can see him coming back. I can see him definitely coming back. He's not training. He's not at these fights for no reason. I believe that he's going to come back. He's just biding his time. But I'm just excited and privileged that I'm a champion amongst them names. In the welterweight division. My name's profile's risen very highly now after the Golovkin fight, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the gym, training hard, and hopefully a big massive name will come along again.
There was a lot made about your weight before the Golovkin fight. Do you feel more comfortable at middleweight? Is it a struggle now, dropping back down to welterweight?
It's always a struggle to drop down to welterweight, but I think being very disciplined and being in the game for many years, I think that I know how to do it. I've defended it, a lot of times, and I've got a very good team around me. I've got my nutritionist, Greg Marriott, who's very perfectionist when it comes down to the diet. So he told me that I can make welterweight again safely, So it's that option's there. We've got some big names. We've got Amir Kardashian. He's still there. People are talking about me and him fighting. He said that he'd like to have that fight. And like I say, I'll meet him at welterweight if he wants to actually get in and stop talking about it. You need to sit down, get it signed, and get it done. For the fans, like Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia are fighting. And I'm top of that pile. So I'm looking forward to getting a top fight made.
Do you feel as though your stock has risen given the way that you performed in the Golovkin fight?
Yeah, I do. Every single day I think about the fight. I think, it were a weird kind of injury. I don't ever hear a fighters, getting the eye socket broke in a fight. And I were up on the scorecards, and I knew that, we knew for 5 or 6 rounds that he'd be coming on strong, Golovkin. And it were our fight after that. And I'm just, I keep myself that, that I did get that injury because, who knows what would have happened if I wouldn't have got the injury.